every day when I walked in was just kind of how much teachers pushed like welcoming and being just inviting and nice to everyone no matter what. And it was just like a lot of respect. I'd say respect is the good word for it. It was.
I'm Glenn Herbert, and I'm an editor with Our Kids. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading private schools to gain insights into their programs, culture, traditions, and leadership. This includes insights from parents, alumni, and administrators. This is the Our Kids Insider Perspective.
My favorite thing about attending Alcuin was definitely the community at that school. Just kind of how the school's set up. You are like you're mixed with basically every grade at the school. Like when I was in grade 12, I had friends in grade 7, and no one was afraid to reach out to anyone. It was super connected. Whereas at public school, I always felt everything was quite divided by grade, and there was no real sense of community between the students at the school. I think the thing that really makes Alcuin stand out is it's just connection between the students and like the teachers, because the classes they're kept like really small and functional that you really form bonds with each and every single staff member in person, that it doesn't feel so much like I know at other private schools, because they can get pretty big, where it's like you have a teacher but you don't really know anything more than their last name. Whereas if I saw my teacher outside of school, they'd immediately run over and say hi, and it was just a really great experience. I think the school would be very inviting. I'd say unique, and probably just fun. The school is really fun, so it's fun, unique, and inviting. Just the school to just explain fun. It's just always like I never felt like it was a chore going to school, whereas I did at public school and stuff. I was always excited. My grad class only had 6 kids, so it was a really fun experience because every day you go see the same 6 people, and you get really close when you're with a small group, and then you mix with other groups, and it was always fun going there. Inviting, I guess being the new kid, that was a really major one for me going into grade 11, especially because those kids have been there for a while before. I was nervous, but the second I got there within the first day, I was like welcomed into the family almost immediately, and everyone was super friendly, and I did not feel too uncomfortable for very long. And then unique just probably goes to the school. It's this big claim to fame of how small it is and functional, and it was an interesting setup. Like our classrooms had no walls; it was all moving whiteboards, so it just felt like a really unique experience, and I think it worked well. Um, I think like just the number one value you saw with the student body and stuff was always pushing that sense of community for everyone, because there was like a huge variety of kids there who were all doing different things and were there for different reasons, but we all had that one common thing, and it was that we went to that school, and that was like pushed really hard for us, and I think it was a good thing. Um, I think the greatest value that I saw every day when I walked in was just kind of how much teachers pushed like welcoming and being just inviting and nice to everyone no matter what. And it was just like a lot of respect. I'd say respect is the good word for it. It was I never felt like disrespected or did anything that had a weird reaction. Everything was always respected no matter what you did, and I really appreciated that. Definitely the building, I think, would throw them off because it was in an old church, so it was basically like a big open gym. Was the main for the senior kids, as we were just in this big open gym with a few whiteboards dividing every class, and you could see your friend who's in, I don't know, art while you're doing math, and It's definitely weird to see at first, but you quickly learn to love it when you start doing it every day. It's definitely it played a big role in how I connected at university because a lot of kids, I guess they just came from high school and were used to being with their high school friends. But going to Alcuin and just seeing such a variety of people, I wasn't scared going into that new environment at university, just meeting a whole bunch of new people. And I think it's also helped me feel really comfortable trying new things because they were constantly pushing you to broaden your horizons and try a little bit of everything to find out what you like. I think one thing that was just tough from time to time was it being such a small school and starting up new is there weren't always the opportunity to do like all the things that like super well funded and well established schools would get to do. Like field trips and stuff, we were always taking public transit, and that can sometimes get like take a while, and then you don't get a lot of time out in the day. And sometimes I think, it being just out of a church, we didn't never had like a full actual chemistry lab. So the experiments, you had to work with what you had in the school kitchen or whatever. I think when I was a student there, I didn't appreciate how kind of fun and inviting the school was. I just kind of took it as normal. I think I took it for granted because now being like working and then also going to real university, I realized that kind of personal touch with the students and the teachers is something that gets lost in a lot of stuff. And I really appreciated that. Number one reason would be they're just super accommodating. So if there's ever anything that comes up that you need special accommodations or you can't make it to something at school, they always find a way to like fit it in and make that work. Um, the second reason would just be I think it's a great opportunity to kind of try a different style of schooling that's not so cookie cutter. And I really think you get like a personal experience that's shaped more to you and how you learn or how you'll go at things, and not so just everyone does the same thing. And the last one would just be it's just like a super inviting environment that I think every kid just should be a part of and would enjoy. I definitely recommend they just go for a visit day and a field day. Because I know I was on the fence coming from public school, switching to something smaller in a private school. I was a little on the fence, and um, the principal, Miss Ablett, she just told my mom that they could send me for a day, and I'd basically go and just sit with whatever my grade would be and just experiencing it. And I think that really pushed me over the edge, just seeing like how it worked, and it wasn't so unknown and scary. It was really easy. Um, my number one piece of advice would just be don't be shy, and all the opportunities they give you, because there's so many, take each and every single one of them because you never know what you're going to get out of it. I think just if you're considering it, definitely take a good look because it was a really great option and worked out for me, and actually ended up giving me the idea of what career I want for the future and the rest of my life, which is kind of a big deal. So
For more information about this school, you can visit their profile at ourkids.net.